Hey everybody, welcome back to your healing blueprint for arthritis. And I've set the screen up here to have a very personal conversation with you about some information I think it's imperative that you know and is essential for your healing, repair and regeneration. And we're going to be talking stress reduction today. But before we do, we need to understand the role of the nervous system, not only in stress reduction, but in healing and repair. So I've brought up a little chart here, the difference between the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. So you have, in essence, two nervous systems, and the first is your sympathetic, and you may have already heard these terms. The sympathetic is the fight or flight nervous system. It's the go nervous system. So when you get stressed, when you have deadlines and responsibilities that are overwhelming, when you have work commitments that are putting pressure on you, or when you have situations in your family where there's concerns your children or grandchildren are going through, or conflict between you and your partner, or losing a loved one in your family, these stresses, or finances, or COVID, the events of COVID going on around you and what it's done to your business or your health, or everything has an emotional strain upon us. So when you know and understand that your sympathetic nervous system, this side here, is your stress response, your fight or flight response. So when somebody chases you, not that this has happened to you, hopefully, chases you in a fight situation, or you get into a fight, or you're in an argument, you go, you get ready for a fight. That is why it's called the fight or flight nervous system. You're ready to flee, to run away, you're ready to fight, or it also freezes your nervous system as well. And that's because the sympathetic nervous system is your go nervous system, dilates pupils, so it opens up your eyes so you can see peripherally better, you're aware, and this is a really primordial part of our nervous system. This is the out in the forest, and there's a lion chasing you, or on the savannah where you're at risk of dying from starvation. So your nervous system responds to its environment. It prepares you. It inhibits the digestive process of salivation, of stomach acidity, of gallbladder function, but it increases your heartbeat, meaning you get blood circulating all around your body, because fight or flight, you want your muscles engorged with blood, ready to punch or ready to run. And this is, the nervous system doesn't differentiate between a stress out in the wild and a stress in the office. So if you're sitting here typing away crazy deadlines, it's like, I've got to get this done, I've got to get this done. Your nervous system has exactly the same response as though you're being chased by a lion, which is really fascinating, but neurologically entirely true. So when you go into a stress response, you increase your heartbeat, you relax the airways to get more and more breath in. So you're chasing and being chased, and you want air so you can run and fuel both the oxygen and blood supply to the muscle to run. And so it also switches off the sex organs, and so that's why sometimes people feel a loss of libido when they're under stress, because, the hormonal system is being shut down. And so when you understand this nervous system part and the stresses you have in your lifestyle and environment, it begins to make sense why the next part is actually influenced. And what's this here? The next part, your parasympathetic nervous system. This is your also called the rest and digest, or the heal, regenerate and repair nervous system. Constricts the pupils, slows your heart rate, constricts the airways. So now you're going into, I don't need to fight for my life, I don't need to run, I need to rest, I need to relax. But it stimulates saliva, it stimulates activity of the stomach and the gallbladder, and it starts the digestive processes. So it's now why you start to assimilate digestive nutritional processes. It's where the immune system is activated, and it's where healing, repair and regeneration occurs. Why is this significant? If you're in stress response, here's stress, you're go, go, go. Your immune system isn't in the mode of healing, repair and regeneration. Your body's not in recovery phase, it's in go phase. You're then meant to stop, relax, go into rest, relaxation phase, digest and heal. But if the stress never goes away, if you have deadlines at work and then you get home and you've got to organize a house, and then you're still thinking in your mind everything that's going on, and you are waking in the middle of the night because there are still things happening in your environment that are demanding things of you, or you wake up in the morning with still more and more to do, and the relentless of this stress in your environment doesn't ever give your nervous system a break, then you can switch into what's called sympathetic dominance. And that is, it basically gets stuck there, and even though you're going to bed, and even though you're stopping at the end of the day, it's locked in sympathetic dominance, locked in a stress response, and it's limiting your healing potential. And what that means, if you have an arthritic or degenerative condition, if you have a pro-inflammatory state, it means that you're not going to get into rest, digest, repair, and regenerate phase. And it means that your arthritic and degenerative inflammatory condition is going to persist. So how do you break that pattern? Well, one, you restore nervous system integrity. We spoke about that at the beginning of these series of videos, and we'll touch base again on that, exactly that point at the end. But what we can start to do to regulate our nervous system is do stress management techniques, breath work, relaxation, mindfulness. All of these are important. Taking breaks, having holidays. You have an opportunity to learn these techniques, to work with practitioners, to teach you these techniques. And when you do, and you put these together as a blueprint, that's why I call this the healing blueprint for arthritis. All of these strategies come together to give you a blueprint for healing, repair, and regeneration, for providing a solution for your arthritis and giving you a pathway forward for healing. But it starts with knowing that you need to change the stress levels, make positive and healthy changes, and bring about a quietness, a peacefulness in the mind, so that healing can take place in the body. So happy to help you in any way in regards to that. Please reach out if this is an area that you need support with, because until we get you into a more relaxed, a parasympathetic state, your condition is going to persist. Pain is going to progress. That's the idea of an arthritis solution, is to inhibit and break those patterns so healing, mobility, freedom, and independence can be yours. So if you need anything, reach out, but I'll see you in the next video.